Hi everyone, this is Ashwini. Welcome to CKA Cert Hands-On channel. The purpose of my channel is to get people who want to give CKA 2025 exam get started on their hands-on practicing journey once they finish the formal course of CKA and have a basic understanding of Kubernetes concepts. This creates the depth in your understanding of each concept and helps you crack CKA exam. CKA exam consists of questions from 5 different categories: storage, workloads and scheduling, servicing and networking, troubleshooting, cluster, architecture, installation and configuration. I've got playlists for storage, networking and troubleshooting, which has got some problems, KillerCoda scenarios, and I've solved them. Please go and refer to this playlist. Today, I am really excited that I'm starting a new playlist for a brand new concept called Helm. If you see here, Helm is actually use Helm and customize to install cluster components, cluster architecture. It comes under cluster architecture and installation and configuration category. But there is, in my experience, what I've seen is there's not much content on Helm and customize. So it is a big topic, and I decided that it should be given more importance and should be a category by itself. So I'm going to create a new playlist today. This is my first video in the Helm playlist, and I am referring to Kareem Ben Malik's course on KillerCoda, where you can start from basics and then eventually make your way to master Helm. So let's get started with the basics, and let's try to master Helm. In this step, you will replace the existing message value. Okay, this is Helm installation, right? Now, before we jump into doing the things, we have to understand what is Helm, right? And before that, along with Kubernetes documentation, you will also be provided Helm documentation as well. Helm has got its own documentation, and let's try to understand Helm. Okay, these are the prerequisites, but what is Helm? Installing Helm, using Helm, G-state, shit. Okay, let's try to, I think that's a good. Yeah, Helm is actually the package manager for Kubernetes. Helm is the best way to find, share, and use software built for Kubernetes. So I think this is the definition that I am looking for. You will be able to deploy a lot of Kubernetes resources without writing the manifest files, and just using like the package manager, which is Helm, and then you can install the charts and everything. So what are the features of Helm? It manages the complexity. Charts describe even the most complex apps, provide a repeatable application installation, and serve as a single point of authority. You can easily update it, and I think you can even roll back. And they can be hosted. These charts can be hosted on. It can be versioned and on the public and private servers, so people can just install it. It just makes the whole Kubernetes application deployment using Kubernetes makes it a lot easier. So let's try to install Helm now. Like everything else, let's go to yeah. So from the Helm project, the Helm project provides two ways to fetch and install Helm. These are the official methods to get Helm releases. In addition to that, the Helm community provides method to install Helm through different package managers. Installation through those methods can be found below the official methods. From the binary release, you can basically directly get the package, unpack it, and then install it, or you can use your particular through your package managers. and I'm going to use the package manager method. I have to go and it's mostly Ubuntu Debian kind of system. Yeah. So if you do uname minus say my system is Ubuntu, I will have to get a package manager. I am using the package manager method for Debian Ubuntu system, that is apt. So members of the help community have contributed an apt package for Debian/Ubuntu. This is up to date. Thanks to BuildKite for hosting this repo. Okay, so BuildKite is hosting this repo. So all I'm going to do is all this do apt, I think update, and then using apt get to and then you need to add the repository and the rings, everything, and then the GPG key, and then you just, once it's all done, you just install Helm. So what I am going to do is just take everything from the documentation and do it. Now Helm is installed. So how do we check whether Helm is installed? Uh, if you don't know, I am also I'm absolutely a beginner in Helm. So I use just it's a command line interface. So it's help, right? And then what I really generally do is check the version, right? Helm is definitely installed. It is giving us all the help. So if we do a version, it is installed. So we have installed Helm, the package manager for Kubernetes. Now verify Helm version. I've already verified it. Deploy a release using Helm. Verify the deployed resources. Now one thing I like about this course is that it doesn't give you like a question answer scenario where you are bound to just, you are getting into that box where you are, okay, I need to get that right and I need to get this right. You don't have that pressure. You are basically here to learn, and that's why I like this approach better, because it just says deploy a release and it doesn't concern about the name of the release, a chart, a particular repository, or anything like that. The intention is for you to understand the concepts, which is why we are here. So if you go using Helm, I think there are only three big concepts here, and a chart is a Helm package. That is what you generally install. It contains all of the resource definitions necessary to run an application, tool, service inside of a Kubernetes cluster. So generally you install a chart. Think of it as like when what are you using? You are installing a chart. All your application related information, the data is stored in values inside a chart. Sorry. And then the next thing is a repository. A repository is a place where these charts can be collected and shared. It's like a cPan's archive or the Fedora package database, but for Kubernetes packages. So think of it like, let's say I have an Nginx chart, right? And I want to make changes. I have to put it in a centralized location where other people can also contribute and keep adding more versions to it, so that anyone who wants to use it can just add that repository and pull the chart from that repository. So that is your repository. It's a place where the charts can be collected. And then a release is an instance of a chart running in Kubernetes cluster. When you are installing a chart, you have to give a release name. So every time you can have multiple instances of a chart deployed in a in your particular control plane machine or whatever, or a node, right? One chart can often be installed many times into the same cluster, not even the node cluster, and each time it is installed a new release is created. Consider a MySQL chart. If you want two databases running in your cluster, you can install the chart twice. Each one will have its, let's say you want two databases, that's a good example. two databases running in your cluster, you can install a chart twice, and each will have its own release, which will in turn have its own release name. So as I said, like every time you install a chart, you have to give a release name to it. So the chart is, it'll all be clear once we do a demo, and you might have to like do it multiple times to understand these concepts, but that's okay. This is the first video. Verify Helm was deploy a release using Helm. Now Helm list. Okay, so I'm just looking at it. As I said, I am also a beginner, so I'm just doing Helm list to see any releases. I have got nothing, no chart, no name, nothing, right? So, and Helm show, so I can't even do a show search for a keyword in charts. Okay, want to do list releases, lint install chart history. Now, okay, how do I deploy a release using I don't want to look at the thing, I want to understand it and then do it by myself. Deploy a release using Helm. Right now we'll go back to the documentation and read a bit more. So this is installing a package search repo. So I want to do it in a way that, so here it's all referring to searching a repo, search the repositories that you have added to your local hub chart. So before I want to so let's just start with the hub, right? It has got all of the charts, all the charts here. So if I do like a, because I don't have any repositories also, so it just shows all the charts, right? And if I do a Helm repo list, no repositories to show. I want to add a repository to my Helm, and then use that repository to look for any specific charts and then install that chart. So one of the I remember this particular repository, so I'm going to add this one, Vietnamese. Right, see, so the thing is I'm adding a repository so that I can, now if I do Helm repo list, I think I've got one repository, Vietnamese, right? And Helm, I'll just do Helm and search Helm, and repo add search. Now let's do a Helm search repo. Let's see what happens. So I'm searching the repository. What it does is it gives you the list of the charts that are available in that repository. You can see there are all these charts, and you can install any of the chart. It's got Elasticsearch, Grafana, Radius, Tomcat, WordPress, a lot of things, Drupal. I will install Apache, and before we do, as I said, when you are installing a chart, you will see this is also using Bitnami. It will provide, you would think it is a name of the chart, but this is the name of the chart, and what you are providing here is the release name. So that's what it says, deploy a release using the Helm install Apache release 1 and Bitnami Apache. So when you install a chart, it will also give you a lot of information about what's the application and what are the resources. If you can get the Apache URL by running, please ensure an external library. It will tell you like what are the things that you need to do so that you can make use of the Kubernetes resources that get deployed. These are the resources sections in the chart, not set. Using resource is not recommended for it. Okay, now we want to know, like from a Kubernetes perspective, what are the resources deployed, right? So we can see it here. If you do a Kubernetes get all, I've got a service, a load balancer, and I don't think this is as part of it. This must be already running. This is a network related thing, and everything that is Apache, right? There is a replica set, there is a deployment. It's still not ready. Why is it not ready? Up to date 1, and it might still be starting. Okay, let's try to. It's still loading. There seems to be some issues with the Apache one, but this is generally to get an idea. We are not really it how we are not really looking at the system related issues. It failed to resolve reference 500 internal server. So I am not sure what this error is. Might have to check it a little bit later. But this is the idea. This is how you actually install Helm, the package manager, add a repository so that you can search locally what are the charts available in your local repository, so that you don't have to get it from the internet, right? And install look for the chart that you want to install and install the chart using a release name. You can have multiple instances of the same chart depending on your requirement. I'll have to go and check what this issue is. I do not know at this moment. And yeah, that is how you do it. Hope you've got some idea about how Helm installation and the charts installation work. We will be diving a little bit deeper in the next scenarios. If you think my videos are helpful, please do subscribe to my channel, like and share my videos, and I will be adding more scenarios to the Helm category. I myself am very excited because I'm learning Helm, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, happy learning. Bye.